So, good morning. My name is Sin Simmons. I will be hosting today's webinar for the November marketing with our theme being Boost Your Restaurant's Holiday Revenue. As we know, the holiday season is coming up next month. So for today's agenda, we'll go over the theme and dive a little bit into that. I'll talk some about national food holidays we have for November. And then lastly, I'll give you the tip of the month, which is going over some e-commerce stores and some web forms. All right. So what is the theme? So we can boost that restaurant holiday revenue by promoting those seasonal items, for the holiday season, or any of the fall items that you probably already recently incorporated into your menu. Promoting some catering. We're going to talk about private event space, and of course, again, those e-commerce sales. And I'm going to go over some examples of what some different e-commerce stores looks like. And here's an example of some targeted posts for the holiday season. As you can see here on the left-hand side, we have a promotion for gift cards. So if you want to promote any gift cards, you want to make sure that you are doing it on social media and email marketing as well. Here's an example of Thanksgiving turkey dinners to go and promoting your catering. It's also important to be sure that you are incorporating call to actions into your captions, and making sure that you have links in your bio to your website homepage, such as Instagram, since you can't link any call to actions in your captions. So now we can go over the objectives for increasing your foot traffic. So overall, we want to make sure that the targeted posts are increasing our foot traffic, as well as any inquiries for catering forms or through the web forms. You can enhance your e-commerce store for your holiday sales by promoting those physical or digital gift cards, any holiday merch you may have, or any merch you sell throughout the year that maybe you could still sell during the holiday season by maybe having some sort of incentive behind it, like a discount or something for the holiday season. Optimizing your catering services to cater towards those corporate events or those family-friendly events, and being sure to put an emphasis on a stress-free process, letting your customers know that your clients or your staff will be there to take care of any, catering needs for them, and making the process easier. It goes hand in hand with promoting and maximizing your private event space. With doing so, you want to make sure that if you do any type of customizable packages for when someone books a private event space, that you're highlighting that as well. I know there's some restaurant owners out there that offers tailored menus whenever someone books a private event space, being able to customize menus and having their staff available for them as well. So be sure to put emphasis on that when you are promoting your event space, and what sets you apart from, someone just booking a private event space outside of a restaurant with no staff, and no tailored menu, and that you're there to take care of everything for them. And then lastly, leverage social media and email marketing for holiday campaigns. So you'll just be able to or want to promote all of these, e-commerce store sales, your catering page, or that private event space booking page through social media and email marketing, just as I showed you on the page before with those social media posts. So being sure to incorporate those call to actions, like I said, once again, into your captions, and then into like buttons of your email marketing. All right, so now we have some national food holidays for November. So as you can see, we have quite a few November national food holidays, starting with some at the beginning of the month, like National Calzone Day and National Nachos Day. That's good for usually appetizers. And then speaking of appetizers, November 12th, as you can see here, is National Happy Hour Day. So that'll be a good day to try to get some foot traffic into your, your location. And then we have on November 25th, National Eat with a Friend Day. Since it's close to Thanksgiving, maybe you could do a twist on a Friendsgiving idea or something along those lines of trying to get more people to visit your location. And then most importantly, for next month, we have Thanksgiving on November 28th. Just as a reminder, be sure to adjust any holiday hours as necessary for your online ordering, and inside of any post that you make of that day to inform your customers of when you will be closed, if you will be closed, and when you will reopen and operate under normal operating hours. All right, so now for the tip of the month, I am going to give you some examples of different client e-commerce stores and web forms. So let's move on over to my first example here. Before I dive into these different type of e-commerce stores, I do want to highlight that if you do not have an e-commerce store and it's something that you feel that you're already interested in, or if it's something you're interested in adding after this webinar and after you learn a little bit more about it, feel free to reach out to support@spillover.com. Send them an email of what type of e-commerce store you want to sell, or just tell them you're interested in what type of products you're looking to sell. And if you already do have an e-commerce store, be sure to, if there's something you want to incorporate for the holiday season and start selling this holiday season, to also shoot support@spillover.com an email and let them know what you're looking to do. So for this first client, here's Big Jake's Barbecue and Catering. So as you can see here, they have holiday pre-order items. So this is an example of if you're looking to sell a product and you want to get some pre-orders in to try to get sort of a demand of, the demand of the product you're looking to sell. Here's an example of pre-order items being listed on your e-commerce site. So you can go and get some and collect some orders and payments ahead of time. So here's a drop-down menu option. So here's like 4 different options that Big Jake's have here, including like a spiral ham, very popular in the holiday season. You can choose the location of where you would like to pick it up. And then your customer can also choose the pickup time, and down here, the pickup date. And Big Jake's also have like a description here with any necessary information that you will think that your customers need to know upon pickup or after placing their order for their item. So it's pretty simple and straightforward. And here's another example of like the turkey breast here. So again, this is an example of what it looks like to have a pre-order item listed on your e-commerce store. So next we have our client Stuffed Cajun. So they're selling a turducken in here, and you can see that this is a roll, and here's a full size. But as you can notice, the difference between this and Big Jake's that I just showed you is you see deposit here. So deposit is being collected, like partial payment. So here's an example of if you don't want to do pre-order, or if you want to collect deposits, and it's a special situation where your pricing is basically valued for that specific product, like if it's weighted and then the set price is made. Here's an example of collecting a deposit. So as you can see, another drop-down menu option, fresh or frozen, your dressing type, and then your customer is agreeing that they're paying this deposit and the rest is due upon pickup. And the description, same as Big Jake's, any necessary information about the pricing here is very helpful. So again, this is just another example of an e-commerce store for collecting deposits if you aren't really able to get, a full pre-order payment ahead of time. So the customer just place it and then pay the rest upon pickup. As you can see here, it says, and the final price will reflect the weight due at pickup. Alrighty. So next we have cinnamon rolls by Kendall's. So Kendall's sells cinnamon rolls by the dozen. Very popular fall item, I would say. And as you can see from the pictures here, we have in about 6 per pan. So 2 pans, and your customer is actually able to select flavors. So if you have a unique situation where you're selling things where they can choose different flavors, or like this is a good example of that. So the customer can choose to select 1 flavor if they like, or 2 flavors if necessary. same thing here, a description with interesting or helpful information. But what's different with Kindles than the previous two I showed you is Kindles also offer shipping. So that's something that you are able to do if you look to have any products that you would like to ship out. That is very much possible to do with your e-commerce site. So including that shipping information and info in the bio is very helpful for your customers to be aware of. And next we have Linda Vista. These are physical gift cards. And be aware that if you want to sell electronic gift cards, you can do so as well. But for this situation, I'm showing you an example of physical gift cards. So Linda Vista has a range of $25 and up, from 25 to 50 to 100. But one thing that's important to note here is Linda Vista does an open value gift card. So if we click here, you'll see that there's also limitations of it must be between that minimum of $25 and a maximum of $250. So your customer is able to come in and say if they ideally just wanted to do like a odd number like $65 or $80, they can just type it in here and then add it to cart. And then down for that description, it just says purchase that gift card. And then your customer is just going to have to show proof of payment whenever they visit Linda Vista and show a server, and they can pick it up in store. And then it says valid for dining use only, which that is just, particularly specific for Linda Vista themselves. All right, so next I would like to show Bubba Q's. So this is a catering company, and this is a inquiry form. So this is one of those web forms I was talking about. So usually with catering, you collect the personal information, event information. But what's unique about Bubba Q's is they have the menu information. So the client's able to come in and select what they're looking to get, between the meats, the sides, the bread, and the drink. And then what's important here is they have a text box. So that text box is there for the customer to basically give you any necessary information they feel that you may need to know, such as allergies or any more information about the event that they're looking to have. So now Bubba Q's staff, once this is submitted, will have a good understanding of what the customer is interested in them doing for them, and what service they need met. So those are the examples of the e-commerce stores and web forms. One thing I do want to note is that all of the orders and web form submissions, any inquiries, will be managed through Engage and our Engage dashboard. So you're actually able to manage it directly by logging in, or you can have an email set up to get the notifications for those web forms or e-commerce sales to be sent to you. All right, and lastly, I just wanted to go over the live training schedule that we have throughout the week. So we have 2 on Mondays, 1 on Tuesday, and then 1 social media and reviews management training on Wednesdays, hosted by myself. And you will be able to sign up by heading over to spillover.com, and under the support tab, you're able to register there. So if we head over to spillover.com, I can show you under the support tab. You can click on training and webinars, live product training. Here you can see any of the upcoming and recorded webinars as what you're watching now. And then here is where you're able to register for any of those weekly trainings that I just mentioned. So I hope today was very helpful for you guys. And thank you so much for joining us today. I hope everyone has a safe and successful holiday season.